Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me / story time of the time that I did a social media influencer's makeup and she hated it, but she said that she liked it. She lied and said that she liked it, but she actually hated it. I'm just going to be doing like a real basic cute look like what you see here. Just a little cute, natural, everyday look. So if you are interested in hearing about this story, then be sure to keep on watching. Some days have passed and I've had time to kind of like relax a little bit and just like let it roll off my chest and allow it to be what it is. But it caught me off guard and I really like was just like, wait, what? Like, what happened? By the title of the video, you can already guess what the story is about. I don't know if she's a social media influencer, but I know that she is a OnlyFans influencer. I think she has a big following on OnlyFans, and I think she's also a porn star. That really doesn't matter, but I know some people are gonna probably be like, oh, who is she? Who is she? It's really not important. Plus, I don't really want to share that information. It is what it is. So let's get into it. We're gonna get into some things and I'm gonna do my makeup. For my primer, I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I love this primer because it smooths out all of my imperfections. I don't know what's been going on with my skin lately, but my skin has really been breaking out. And so any type of texture that I have on my skin, and I just washed my face because I just got out the shower. So, and then I put moisturizer on it. So my skin looks like radiant and glowy right now. But yeah, I think I kind of like overindulged a little bit too much over the Christmas holiday and my skin was like, it was showing all over my skin. So honestly, I'm gonna just do like a cute little, like, I'm not gonna do too much. Y'all know my style of makeup is very simple, very like clean, polished, natural, everyday. Plus I'm not really going anywhere. I'm just doing a get ready with me because I'm doing some other videos today. So I wanted to have like a cute little, like, you know, little makeup on because I'm doing another video, a sponsored video. Anyway, so today's foundation, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me. I finally got this foundation. I'm so excited because they always, like, I really wanted to try this foundation, but they never had my shade. So I was in Walmart and I was looking and I was like, I need a new, like, everyday foundation because I usually use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This is a full coverage. I love this foundation, but for some reason it stopped working. Like, nothing be coming out and there's still foundation in here, so I gotta figure out a way to get this open. Anyway, let's get back to the story. So I just thought I would share that with y'all. So okay, basically let's get into some things. So this girl, she came into the salon to get her hair done. And she is a regular of the salon. Like, she comes in often. And as you guys know or don't know, I just recently transitioned into a makeup artist at the salon that I've been working at for the past year. So I've been working there for the past year, but I've been doing color. I'm a colorist. I was a colorist. I was doing like salon work. I would be prepping, you know, girls doing shampoos, doing blowouts, doing braid downs, stuff like that. Just like I'm not a stylist at the salon. I just would do pretty much everything like a stylist would do, but to prepare and prep the girls who had appointments. So I did that, and I mostly did. For 9 months out of working there, I did mostly color. Like, I would do the color for the wigs. Y'all know. So as of recently, you know, things have changed and shifted with the business. So, you know, they decided that they wanted to add more services at the salon. And so then I transitioned. They found out that, oh, I'm a makeup artist and I have been doing makeup for so long. And so they were like, oh, cool. Like, okay, Maybelline. Girl, my foundation just did the most. Anyway, so yeah, they knew that they was like, hey, didn't you say you were a makeup artist? Da, 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 da. Like, they know, you know, I worked at MAC for 5 years, and then I also worked at Bare Minerals prior to working at MAC. So I have experience as a makeup artist. Plus, I would freelance on my own, you know, with my own clients or just doing like weddings, photo shoots, stuff like that. If you've been following me for a while, then you know that I've been in the beauty industry for quite a while. Since I graduated high school, I've been in this beauty industry. So I'm not new to this, you know what I'm saying? And everything that I've ever like experienced along the way, or good or bad, I've just used it as part of my experience with doing, you know, makeup or hair. Good or bad, it's an experience. It's something that I learned something from it, and you know, I just move on. I try not to take things personal. So with this particular instance, it's a little bit different because of the way that it played out. So anyway, so when I was doing Tori Hart's makeup, okay, she was there that day. She was getting her hair done, and she was upstairs where I usually am doing the makeup. And so she was, you know, I guess she knew that that was Tori. And so, you know how some people, like, when they know that, you know, somebody is somebody, they'll try to, like, oh, make conversation with them. So I'm doing Tori's makeup, and here she go trying to chime in on the conversation. I forgot what we were actually talking about. I think we were talking about like pescatarians and vegans and not eating certain food. And so she chimed in on the conversation. This day I wasn't doing her makeup. She was getting her hair done at the salon, and she was doing I didn't do her makeup this day. I was doing Tori's makeup at this particular time. So she chimed in and was just like, you know, trying to make conversation to be seen or whatever. And then once she got Tori's attention, then she started telling her like, oh yeah, I'm a singer. So apparently, oh, it's too much powder. I'm using the Sasha Buttercup powder. I like to go over my foundation with just a light dusting of this to kind of like finish it, because this foundation does give me like a golden hue, and we not in the summer, so I need something to kind of like offset that so I don't look too orange. So I like to go over with the Sasha Buttercup powder. So anyway, so she then started, you know, telling Tori how she was a singer and how she, you know, did all of this and that, and you know, she's from Miami and she lives in LA, but you know, she wants to transition from being OnlyFans girl to, you know, she wants to take her career in singing a lot more serious. And people who know Tori Hart, they know that, like, you know, obviously she's in the industry. So if you don't know, she's in the industry and she has, you know, connections with people who could, you know, set her up with, you know, producers or whoever that's in the music industry that could, you know, put her on. So she was, you know, over there, like, you know, just, I'm doing Tori's makeup, and she's like, you know, telling her, she's playing her songs for her and, you know, trying to get in. I understand. I get it. So she was just like, do you mind if I watch you do her makeup, da da da? And I'm saying yeah. I say yeah because I just was like, you know, whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, if you want to watch, do your thing. Like, watch. I don't care. So that's when she came over, and then she was just completely like talking to Tori about her career and da 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 and all this. So I didn't even cover up this over here. I don't know. I got some texture going on. I don't know. And then I love to cover up my freckle on my nose because it's so annoying. So anyway, so, you know, she's playing her songs for Tori, and Tori's like, you know, Tori was actually interested in the conversation with her. So, you know, we talking or whatever. So she was like, you know, basically at the end of it, when she was leaving to go get her hair done, because we was in like, where I do makeup is like in the waiting, like it's kind of like in the waiting area of the salon, but a little bit down. So when people are upstairs waiting to get their service, they usually will like come over and like maybe, you know, they'll talk and engage in conversation, and you know, we'll like be kikiing just to move the time, you know, and you know, just chop it up with the clients. So she was going to go get her hair done, you know, and she was like, well, I have to get your number before I go, talking to Tori, like, I gotta get your number before I go so that, you know, we can keep in contact, da da da. She basically trying to get put on, like, you know, which I don't blame her. Like, we all trying to get put on. I mean, if not, we all trying to get put on, but if you in the industry and you know, trying to get discovered, you're gonna try to get put on regardless, no matter what it is that you do. You rap, you sing, you model, you dance, whatever. So she leaves, and then she was just like, well, she's like, oh, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna get my makeup done next time, da da da. So fast forward to next time. Now she is here and she's getting her makeup done after she gets her hair done. She gets her makeup done. Well, she gets her hair done and then she comes and I do her makeup. She's real sweet, real nice. You know, I'm making conversation with her because now this is my second time meeting her, because the first time we was talking. So, you know, we was talking and she seemed cool or whatever. So I was like, yeah, like, you know, we'll make conversation with her. And yeah, so she getting her makeup done, you know, and before I start her makeup, I'm just like, how would you like it? You know, how do you want your makeup? I always usually like to ask whether you wear makeup or you don't. How do you want it done? What's your vision? What do you see yourself looking like tonight? I don't know what you got going on. Like, what's going on? You know, and I'll try to vibe off of them. So she tells me like, oh, I don't have anywhere to go. She was like, I'm not going anywhere. I just got a D appointment. And I'm like, okay, you're getting your hair and your makeup done to get to a D appointment. Okay. All right. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna just play on her face, you know, and have a little bit of fun, because I ain't really been doing no makeup like that. I haven't really, because most of the girls who come in there, they want like natural glam, which that's my, like, that's my area. Natural glam, definitely. Like, I love to do natural glam, but I also like to, you know, the owner was saying, I guess for pictures and videos, like, he wanted to be able to have some color. So I was like, okay, well, this is my opportunity to play around with some color on her. You know, she had like this icy wig. She had this icy wig, so it was like a platinum blonde wig, and it looked good. So I was like, oh, on her skin complexion, you know, I think some color would be nice to complement the wig and her skin color and all of that. And we're gonna do that. If she let me do what I want to do, then I'm gonna do that. I'm just mixing the Studio Fix 24-hour smooth wear concealer by MAC. Baby, this thing is everything. Crease proof, smear proof, waterproof, sweat proof. It's gonna stay on. That's why I love that. So I use very, very little of it, and I mix it with the LA Pro Girl concealer, and my shade that I use is Fawn. So that's more of like, I need to get some more, but this is more of like my complexion. So I do a little bit of a lighter complexion, a little bit of a lighter concealer mixed with my natural concealer, and then boop, 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 and that's my highlight color. So anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. So yeah, I had asked her, you know, how does she want her makeup? She said do whatever. I'm like, cool. Now this girl, she obviously gets, I don't know if she had like a spray tan on or if she had like just gotten a tan. I don't know if she had a spray tan or if she had just gotten a tan. I'm not really sure, but I could tell that, you know, she had been tanning. So I'm like, okay, you know, mind you, all of the products that I'm using are the salon's products. So I'm not using my kit. So I don't have all of my essentials that I use when I do a face. I'm using what I got, basically. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to use what I got and I'm going to make it work. I'm an artist. That's what I'm supposed to do. So I'm putting on her foundation. She's in the chair, you know, texting whoever. And I've been doing this. Now, mind you, I've been working and doing makeup for almost 10 years now. We in 2022 now. I've been doing makeup for almost 10 years. So I have a good feeling and a good idea of when somebody is feeling away. Like, I can read body language. I can sense that something is not right when I'm doing their makeup and they don't like it. So usually what I would do is, if I feel like you are unsure of it or you're not liking it, I'll allow you to see what I'm doing in the mirror, and I'll, you know, ask you like, how are you liking it or whatever. But because, so, okay, so yeah, she's sitting in the chair, she's getting her makeup done, and first thing I always start off with, obviously, is foundation. I like to have like a clean slate. If I'm not doing a heavy eye makeup, I'll do like a clean slate, and then I'll, you know, proceed with the brows, and I'll build on like everything else. Kind of like how I'm doing now, but I didn't do my brows now because I'm just like, I'm gonna just flow with it. And I kind of can't talk when I'm doing my brows. I don't like to really talk a lot when I'm doing my brows, so that's why I'm gonna just wait a second. So I put on the foundation, and you know, we talking at first, and I'm noticing like she's not really talking as much after I put on her foundation. and I don't have any powder. So that's another thing. Like I've been telling the salon, like, you know, I need some powders, like, you know, and I don't know, we've gotten busy, so I was just like, you know, I'll ask them again once the holidays kind of pass by. Like I'll tell them like, hey, I need certain stuff for upstairs. I need certain stuff to do makeup services. Like we need to re-up, we need to stock on some stuff so that I can do the faces. I put on her foundation and she's starting to like not really talk as much. I noticed that she's like in her phone and she's like texting somebody, and then I even like, as I continue to do her makeup, now mind you, she's not saying anything. Like she's not saying nothing. Most people, like what I'm used to is I'm used to people like, if you don't like it, say something. Like it's simple, just say like, hey, like, are you gonna like do this, or can I get a little bit of that, or can we change this? Like it's really simple. And I'm to a point in my career where I've been doing this for so long that if somebody asks me to do something differently, or they say that they want something done or changed, or they don't like something, I'm not going to get offended, because I think with me, like working at MAC for so long, I've kind of gotten accustomed to people being honest. And people, because MAC customers, they are very honest. They don't like something, we taking it off, we doing it over. And I'm just used to that. Like I got used to that. Like working at MAC, man, them people do not play. And they only spending 60, 65 now. I don't know how much it is to get a face at MAC anymore, but when I was working there, all you had to spend was 60. So the salon where I'm working, you're easily paying $150 for a face. So if you're paying $150 for a face, that may not be nothing to these people, especially these influencers and these celebrities. That may not be nothing, but I just feel like if you're paying any amount of money, you should be satisfied with what it is that you're getting. And even if it's, you know what I mean, like even if you're not paying anything, just still, like, just for the sake of you sitting there getting it done and wasting your time, like you're taking up your time, you're taking up the person's time, like why not, you know what I'm saying, say something? Why act like everything's cool and then you leave and you don't like it, you know what I mean? So I mean, I know we've kind of like all, as women, people getting services done, or you know, we've all maybe did that, even with our nails or our brows. Like we've probably been in an instance where we really didn't like it, but we didn't want to say anything because we just, you know, I don't know why we're like that. You know, she's not really saying anything, and I'm continuing. I'm moving on. Now I'm moving on. Like I'm moving on to her eyes. I don't have primer, so I really am not feeling good about using this glitter that I found. Like this glitter that was in one of these palettes. I was using the Morphe palette. I want to say it was like a Morphe palette, and it was one of the glitters. And I was like, oh, let's play around with some glitter. Like let's do that because, you know, I want to play. Like let's play. So I'm using, for my contour, I'm using the Ulta Beauty foundation stick. Y'all know I love these. I love these foundation sticks for contouring, for highlighting. These joints, they have really, really good coverage. It's like full coverage. It's creamy. It's very easy to blend. So I really like use these when I do my highlight and then my contour. So anyway, let's get back. So, you know, I'm moving on to her eyes, but I kind of noticed like she, like when I would turn around to get something, like she would be looking in the camera on her phone, and I'm just like, okay, like if you don't, and I don't know, like I don't, in my mind I'm like, I know she don't like it. Like I'm like, I know she don't like it. I've already picked up on her body language that she doesn't like it. But sometimes I feel like, you know, we can be in our head a lot, like especially us as creators or, you know, artists. Like I feel like we can be in our head sometimes, because there's been instances where I've been doing somebody's makeup and I didn't like it, what I was doing. I didn't like what I was doing, and so I would think that they didn't like it. But if I said something, then they would become like, they wouldn't, they could like it, but as soon as I say something about not liking it, now they lose all confidence. So I try not to do that. I try to wait and figure out like, okay, you know. But I feel like all of this could be, like all of this would be dead. Like we could dead all of that by just being honest. Like just be honest, you know what I mean? Like I shouldn't be having to play like a guessing game. But for me, I just don't say anything. I just kind of like to wait it out, because at the end, you know, it may turn out really nice. That's just what it is. Like, everything is a process. Like with your hair, when you get your hair done, it's a process. When you get your nails done, it's a process. You might not like it during, but at the end you're like, okay, this came out real cute. Like, I really, really like this. So sometimes that's what it be given. So you just don't want to say nothing because you don't want to like make them feel like, oh, why she don't like it? So if she don't like it, like, I'm not gonna like it. You know what I mean? Like I said, there's been times where I was doing somebody's makeup and I didn't like it, but they love it. So why would I say something and then they're gonna lose confidence, and then they're not gonna like it, and I would have did all of that for no reason. So that's kind of like where my head was. And I was like, you know, we're our own worst critics. So it's no sense in saying something if you're unsure. Just wait and see. So that was my mindset. So I was like, okay, we're gonna see, you know, we're gonna see how this goes. Like, I wasn't liking her eyes because of the primer. Like I didn't have the primer I needed, so it wasn't, the eyeshadow wasn't sticking to her, the glitter wasn't adhering to her eyelid as much as I wanted it to because I didn't have the proper like products. So I was getting frustrated with that. Okay, so fast forward to the end of the service. You know, we get to the end of the service. Now this is actually the video that I had posted on this video on my shorts. I posted it here on YouTube. I posted it on YouTube. I posted it on my beauty page. I posted it on my story, on my personal page. Like, we get to the end of the service, you know, and she, like, I'm like, okay, it look okay. Like, you know, it's not as bad as I was thinking in my mind. Like, okay. And I'm taking the pictures, I'm taking videos, I'm doing all of what I need to do to get the content for the salon, and then my own personal, like, pictures and videos and stuff to put on my beauty page. Girl, and mind you, she's not, like, I can tell that something's wrong because her mood has kind of shifted, like, but she's still like talking, but her mood, I can tell, like, you know, I don't know, you just know, like, you can tell when somebody is not like really feeling it. But I wasn't sure because at the end, when I'm like taking videos and pictures and stuff, she's like, oh my God, like, she looks in the mirror, like, and she's like, oh my gosh, like, I love my makeup, like, this looks so good. So I'm like, oh, she like it. It was another one of those instances where I was like, okay, she like it. So I was just in my head about it. Like, I was just in my head, and she obviously liked it, so we could, like, it's no need to trip. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, she said she like it, you know, whatever, you know. And that was it. So I'm taking the pictures, taking the videos, doing what I need to do. So later that night, I posted on like my socials. I posted like the videos, the pictures. I posted on YouTube. I posted on all my socials. I posted on TikTok. I sent the video for the salon to post their, you know, their content for it. And yeah, I'm thinking everything's good. Beach. Tell me why. So I post a reels on my beauty page, and the reels got maybe over, I want to say the video, okay, so the reels got maybe over 3,000 views, and the one on YouTube got maybe like about the same. So I'm like, okay, you know, cool, like, maybe people like it, they're engaging with it. I don't really know, like, you know, maybe it could just be luck of the timing of day that I posted it. I don't know. So then I get this message on my beauty page. For some reason, I think on Instagram, like, if that person doesn't follow you, or you're not friends with that person, or you don't follow them, and they try to send you a message, it'll send it as a message request, and you have to accept it. So that's why sometimes, like, I don't be seeing people's messages, because if we don't follow each other, like, Instagram does that weird thing where they won't show it to you. It won't automatically show up in your inbox. Like, you have to accept it, which is weird. That's how I've been missing out on people's messages, and people be sending me messages about getting their hair done, or getting wigs and stuff like that. And I'm like, wait, what? This person, like, you making me miss out on my bag. So for my brows, I'm going to be using the Dip Down. I love the pomades on my brows because it just gives that real, like, sleek look. I haven't put powder on my brows in so long. Like, that's not even a thing anymore for me. I used to put powders on my brows. Now I just do like gel, pomade, and I barely do pencil anymore. Like, I really don't be doing pencil, even though pencil's cool, but I just I like the Benefit pencils. Like the Benefit pencils, baby, it gets the job done. So anyway, so the girl sends a message request, and I seen it like because I post the reels late at night. I post the reels like Wednesday night. So the girl sent a message, but I kind of saw that it was like waiting, but I didn't open it because I was like, I'll look at it tomorrow. Like I'll look at it another day. Okay, I just had to go ahead and do this brow I did off camera because I needed to focus and my camera was overheating, so that's annoying. But anyway, so I opened up the message request. I didn't open the message request until Thursday. And this girl, she commented on the video and she was like, check your DMs. So I was like, okay, so this must be the girl who just sent me a message request, but I didn't open it until today. So I opened it and she was like, basically the message was like, why would you support somebody? She sent me a video. The video was blurred out. The video was blurred out until you hit it, and then when I opened it, when I hit the video to view it, her caption like that she sent basically was like, why would you promote somebody who doesn't really support you? So I was like, what is she talking about? So I opened the video and it was basically the girl whose makeup I had did. So this was the same day that she was leaving, like straight after she left the salon from getting her makeup done. She was in the car in her Uber, because I remember it was raining this day, and she was catching the Uber, and she had just left the salon and she was in the car. Now I guess, so what the salon does basically, sometimes like they'll offer complimentary services, like you'll get like pretty much like a lot of these brands will sometimes do, like for people who have like a lot of followers or they're like an influencer or a celebrity, they'll offer them like a complimentary like service. Like for her, she apparently, I didn't know that she didn't pay for her makeup, so they gave her, I guess she's a popular influencer and she comes there a lot. She's a regular for the salon, so they offered her makeup service free, which I didn't know. So basically in the video, when I clicked on the video, she was just like in the car on her way back home to get ready for her D appointment. And it was on Snapchat. It was a Snapchat video. Remember I told y'all she was in her phone the whole time, and she was like, I guess, I don't know if she was like making videos while I was doing her makeup, but I definitely know, like in the video that the girl sent me, that basically she was like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't pay for my makeup because this shit looks terrible. She was talking about her foundation. She was like, my skin looks so washed out. Like, I'm glad I didn't pay for this shit, and I'm getting ready to go home and wipe it off now and do this stuff my own self. Like, I'm about to do my own makeup because I look washed out. Da 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 da. Just going on and on in this video. My mouth dropped. I was like, oh, that's why the girl said, why would you post this and she's not supporting you? Like, she's basically talking shit about you, and you are over here posting all these videos of doing her makeup and she don't even like it. So I'm like, okay, well, I would definitely not have been posting them had I known that she didn't really like it. But because people in LA are so freaking fake and phony, they don't really, like, if you had told me from jump that you didn't really like it, then we would have been able to fix it right then and there. But instead, you made like you liked it when you really didn't. You got on camera and started faking and flexing in the car after you left from getting it done, as opposed to saying something when you was right there. And so that's what I don't like. So that pissed me off, and I was just like, oh, now I see what she's talking about. Because she didn't have this energy when she was at the salon. It was a whole different energy. Like, it was like, oh, I love it. Like, oh, like, this looks good. But when you get out and you leave, now you're in the car and you're on social media flexing and saying all this and saying all that. That's what I don't like. So that pissed me off. And when I seen that, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, now I know what it is. So next time you come to the salon to get your hair done, please have that same energy and don't say nothing to me. And definitely don't ask me to do your makeup, because I'm never doing her makeup ever again. Like, that pissed me off. And I'm just so used to people, like, I guess for me, I'm just used to people like on the East Coast, because they're so honest and so blunt and so straightforward. And that I can respect. I can respect you being honest and you being straightforward about something, and because that's how I respond to stuff. Like, I'm very like, it is what it is. Like, but I'm never going to like pretend like I like it and I don't. Like, even with the same story time that I had with the girl who did my hair, and it wasn't like, it looked terrible. I didn't say like, oh my God, like I love it, like my hair looked bomb, like yes. No, I left there and I was pissed, and she knew I was pissed, but I wasn't about, and when she offered to fix it, I wasn't about to sit through another 13 hours of her doing it, because I was like, hell no, like I'm ready to go. So that pissed me off. So I was like, okay, well, so after I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, now I see why the girl said what she said. Like, you know, why are you over here posting this video and the girl is on Snapchat flexing? Like, I don't know what other you know, social media she posted on, but I know that was the video that the girl, so this girl, I don't even know this girl. Like, this girl, she obviously knows the girl, because again, she's an influencer, so she knew her. And I guess when she saw my reel, she was like, oh, this is the girl who did her makeup, like let me let her know what's really going on. So I was like, thanks, like thank you. Like, I didn't even say nothing else, because I couldn't, after I responded to her message, I was like, oh wow, ... And then for some reason, I don't know if she deleted the message, but I wasn't able to like find it anymore. Like, I couldn't find it. It wasn't in my inbox. Like, there was no way for me to find the video or even her message. So I was like, whatever, that's not important. I know what I need to know, and that's just like, I know everything I need to know from here on out. But see, that's why I understand why people like are always saying like people in LA are fake and they're phony, because of stuff like that. And it may be a stereotype, because honestly, she's not even from LA, she's from Miami. But I'm like, I guess people here feel like I really don't know. I don't know the vibe. I'm not from here, so I don't really know. I really don't care. But I know what I know what I know, and I know what happened. And from what I saw in that video, that was complete different energy. Like, she was like literally like flexing. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, bet. So please don't like, and when I see her, I'm gonna keep it real cute, but I'm gonna just let her know, like, if you didn't like your makeup and you didn't like what your skin looked like, because again, remember I told you she tan. So when I do people's foundation, I go based on people's your neck and your chest, because you can have discoloration in your face, and if I match your foundation to your face, but your neck and your chest don't match, then your face is gonna look, you know what I mean? So I usually match people's foundation to their neck and their chest. Like, that's just me. I don't know, everybody's different. But again, she tan, so her skin, her face was naturally lighter than the rest of her body, but I didn't have that powder I needed in order to like warm it up. So I used a little bit of bronzer, and I was able to like bronze around like this area. Kind of like when I contoured, I was able to like, you know, give her some warmth, so it didn't look, you know, too light. Now granted, I'm not going to like set her up and just let her leave out. Like, I'm gonna fix it and make it look like, I'm never gonna let you leave and it not look my best, or it not look like it not look like it completely doesn't match. But on top of the fact that, again, sis, if you didn't like it, then that's all you needed to say, was that you didn't like it, instead of, you know, making it seem as though you did. Because the energy you had, like I said, the energy that she had when she was in the salon and I had finished and she was like, oh, I love it, was way different than when the video that I saw. And it was her because it was like, hello, I just did her makeup, so I knew what her face looked like. I knew everything. And it literally was her in her Uber. She had just left. I don't know why I did this brow like this, but I really don't like it. I hate when I highlight my brow. Like, I only did it like that because I need my brows done. I need my brows done so bad. So that's the only reason why I did it like that. But anyway, so yeah, instead of you know, I would have fixed it. Obviously, we could have did something a whole different. I wouldn't have let you leave. I would never have let you leave if you had told me you didn't like it, or you felt like you were washed out, even though I matched it as much as I could. And on top of the fact that I'm not going to post videos and pictures if, to me, it don't look like it matches. Like, why would I make myself look like I don't know what I'm doing? So that pissed me off. And I was like, you know what? I can't wait to see her again, because when I see her, I'm gonna make it a point to tell her that I know that she was like not liking it, and that she made it a point to go on social media and flex instead of saying something to me. Like, that's that fake shit, and I do not like that. I don't like that. Like, I can't respect you if you are a fraud. Like, at this point, you're a fraud, and I can't respect that, because look, how do you even remotely call yourself like real if you can't be 100? Like, keep it a buck. Just keep it a buck. If you don't like it, just say that, but don't act like you do and you really don't, and then you get on social media and you start flexing like that. Honestly, like, after that, I kind of like felt like, I ain't gonna lie, like, after that, I was like, I don't know how I'm feeling. I was like, man, I'm not gonna allow this to make me feel like I'm not good at what I do and I'm not like adequate. Like, I don't want it. I was like, I kind of was feeling a little bit inadequate, just because. But even though the way that it played out like that, I still feel like it wasn't me, it was her, because I did what I did, and because she made it seem as though she liked it. From that point on, if somebody's not being honest with you, you only gonna go based off of what they are saying to you, and what, you know what I mean? Like, if they say, that's like if you get your girlfriend a gift. You buy your girlfriend a gift and she open it, it's your girlfriend. I mean, you know her. Maybe you do know her enough to know if she really like it or not. But if she is your girlfriend, I think she would be honest. I would hope she would be honest. At the end of the day, the moral of this story is just be honest. Like, keep it 100, keep it a buck. Don't do that phony shit with me, because I can't respect you. But if that's like you buying your girlfriend a gift, and she's like, she opens it and she's like, oh my god, babe, I love it, like, yes, thank you so much, like, and she's just like excited, she's taking pictures, she's taking videos, like, she's like, she like it. But then to her girls, she's like, girl, this is, he bought me this and I do not like it, like, oh my gosh, I'm taking this back to the store and he's not gonna know. Like, it's the same thing. It's like, why do all of that when you can just be honest? Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it, cool. Like, we can change it, we can fix that, because I just want you to be happy at the end of the day. It's the same with me and my clients. Just be honest. Like, for me, honesty goes a whole hell of a long way with me, because I can't respect you if you're not honest. If you're not honest, you know, you're a fraud. She's a fraud. So now I'm gonna just let them know, like, I don't want to do her makeup no more. I don't care who she is. I don't care who she is. I don't care what celebrity she is. I don't care how many freaking followers she got. For some reason in LA, it's all about how many followers you got and what you look like on social media. And for me, that don't mean nothing to me. So at the end of the day, I don't care who she is. I don't ever want to do her makeup again, because you're fake and you're phony, and you try to play with me, and you try to put me on blast low key, and I don't like that. So I need a little bit of blush over here. I'm gonna just, yeah, I think that did it, right? Yeah, it's just a little natural beat. Yeah, like, you did too much, and now I can't respect you because you fake. And it made me wonder, like, if she ever got her hair done at the salon and didn't like it and did the same thing. Like, I just think so differently. Like, I don't even know this girl, I don't know her, like, but it really just made me like question her character and question, like, who is she for real? Because you did too much. Like I said, when I see her again, I'm definitely going to make it a point that I mentioned the fact that I knew that she didn't like it, and I'm gonna just say, like, you know, next time, if there ever is a next time, which there won't be, or I'm gonna say, like, you know, I would respect you a lot more if you had just told me straight up that you ain't like it. Like, it is what it is. Like, you don't like it, you don't like it. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not a fucking robot. I don't know. It was humbling. It humbled me. It definitely humbled me. Not that I was like feeling like bold and boastful about it, but it was just a matter of, like, I thought you know, based on her reaction, like, okay, I kind of felt better about it. But then to see that video, it kind of like was like humbling. It was just like, oh, this is what she really feels about it. This is how she really feels. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And now I understand why people like feel like people are so phony. Like people in LA are so phony. I get it. I understand it. And I'm experiencing it now. Like I'm experiencing it eye to eye. Like I'm experiencing it face to face. Why people feel like people in LA are so fake and phony. But what's crazy is anytime I come in contact with people who are actually like from here, they don't have that demeanor. It's people who are not from here who come here, and they are the ones who give like the fake and phonyism. Like, it's crazy. I think that stereotype is that people in LA are fake, but really it's not them. It's the people who come here who aren't from here. So I'm using the Bear With Me finishing spray. This is like a primer. I use this as a primer and a finishing spray. You can use that as a primer, a finishing spray, or a moisturizer. So this is like my all-in-one holy grail. It's kind of like Studio Fix, but it's only like, I think it's $10. Studio Fix is like 22, probably 22 now. And it just like really hydrates and refreshes your skin. So this is my go-to girl. I think I'm gonna put on like a clear gloss. Just some clear gloss on my lips too, because I just want to keep it simple. I'm literally like not going anywhere. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of, and I think I am gonna put on some lashes. Or I'm gonna pop a little lash on because it's just not giving. I think the lashes really like pull a look together. So yeah, y'all, that's really like the story of doing this girl's makeup, and she not really liking it, but she being fake about it. But I want to know what y'all think. I want to know your opinions. Like, what do you think? Like, how do you feel about this story? And what do you think? Like, how would you have handled this situation? Like, I mean, it's only so much you can do, because if somebody's not being honest with you, like, you don't know what you don't know. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just like, if you don't know what you don't know, then what can you really do? Like, you just gotta like go with the flow, I guess. I don't know. Also, I might just do an eyeliner. I just did like a brown liner, like chestnut and a little bit of vino. But the more, now that I talked about it, I'm over it and I don't care. But initially, like, it pissed me off because why did you lie? Why did you lie? Next time, add me. Like, just add me. Who? Boom. Add me. That's it. That's all. Like, I mean, we could have solved it. It could have been resolved, but you decided to be fake. So, whatever. Oh, hold on. It's not coming out. It's not coming out. That's a pretty. I need to get some more lip glosses, some more lipstick for spring. Spring. That's the next time I'm going shopping for any type of makeup is spring. Get some spring colors. I might add like a little lash, but this is like a cute little. I ain't going nowhere, y'all. I'm staying out. I'm gonna pop some earrings on, do some videos, and we're gonna call it a day. That happened, and I'm over it. But I mean, all I can do is learn from it, and I guess keep going, you know. So yeah, there's that. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that you will comment your thoughts, like this video, share it, you know, and then eventually subscribe to the channel if you like my content. And yeah, happy new year, y'all. Like, it's a new year, so I need to bring in some fresh energy, some fresh, can't talk. I need to bring in some fresh energy, some fresh vibes, fresh everything. So yeah. But yeah, that's really pretty much it for this video and this story time. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm gonna lay this flat. I really don't like this hair. I'm about to change it, honestly, but while I have it, I might as well just take pictures and be cute. So